Nanindigan ng Department of Justice na legal ang pag-aresto kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte alinsunod sa arrest warrant ng International Criminal Court na ipinarating sa Pilipinas ng International Police Crime Organization o Interpol. Sa inilabas na pahayag ni Assistant Secretary Nico Clavano, tagapagsalita ng DOJ, batas man ng Pilipinas o international law, walang mali sa ginawang pag-aresto kay Duterte. Gigit pa ng DOJ, nagkaroon ng due process at hindi rin napabayaan ang karapatang pantao ng dating presidente sa ginawang pag-aresto sa kanya. Katunayan, naging mapayapa pa nga niya ang pag-aresto kay Duterte at naging propesyonal. At sa ginawa namang pagdala ng Pilipinas kay Duterte sa The Hague, sabi dito ng DOJ, alinsunod din ito sa batas mismo ng Pilipinas. Sinang-ayunan rin ng isang international law expert ang mga hakbang ng Pilipinas sa pag-aresto kay Duterte. Natural lang na naging mabilis ang proseso at pagdala kay Duterte sa The Hague.
Ito ay implementasyon ng warrant of arrest. Hindi naman siguro pwedeng pag nag-implement ka ng warrant of arrest, mag-shopping muna tayo or magbabakasyon muna, di ba? So there is an urgency on this because the reason why there is an issuance of warrant of arrest is number one, there is a need to bring his person to the jurisdiction of the court to confirm his identity and to confirm the crime.
Sa mga kumo-question naman, bakit anya hindi man lang nabigyan ng pagkakataon si Duterte na lumapit sa mga korte sa Pilipinas? Sana wag itong isisi sa pamahalaan. Matagal na rin naman anya kasing lumalabas sa mga dokumentong hawak ng ICC na sa Pilipinas hindi talaga umaakyat sa korte ang mga kasong may kinalaman sa extrajudicial killings noong dating administrasyon.
If they were not able to exhaust the remedies based on their lack of exercise or failure to exercise and failure to demand such during that time, so there can never be a time where we have to shift the burden and blame to the international court that is just, or even to the President of the Philippines, who is just doing also its prerogative or his prerogative as the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Makikita natin doon that the issue on whether the administration during that time was willing or unable to comply with its obligations. Kasi ang sinasabi doon is may mga records like sa local na NBI, etc. And ang mga records will show na wala namang pumupunta sa korte.
Samantala, ang Office of the Prosecutor ng International Criminal Court o ICC, sinabing malaki ang importansya ng pagkakaaresto kay Duterte.
Well, the arrest of the former president of the Philippines, Mr. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, is an important moment. And in issuing the warrant, the judges have found reasonable grounds to believe that Mr. Duterte has committed the crime of murder as the founder, as the head of the so-called Davao death squad, as the mayor of Davao City, and then later as the president of the Philippines.
Giit din nila, patunay ito, may pangil pa rin ang international law at hustisya kapag nagtulungan ng iba't ibang bansa.
And the fact that it's been executed is important to victims. It means a lot, I think, to victims. That's the feedback we've already received. And many say that international law is not as strong as we want, and I agree with that. But as I also repeatedly emphasize, international law is not as weak as some may think. When we come together, when we work, when we build partnerships, the rule of law can prevail.
Pero pagtitiyak nila, sa ngayon, inosente pa rin si Duterte hanggat hindi siya nahahatulan ng korte. May pagkakataon pa rin siyang dumepensa at magbigay ng kanyang panig sa panahon ng paglilitis. Luisa Erispe, para sa Pambansang TV, sa Bagong Pilipinas.